Howdy, good morning. My name is Rob and you're watching Junk Monkey Treasures. I'm just an old treasure hunter. These days, most of my treasure hunting is done in thrift stores and antique malls and the Goodwill bins and places like that. Out looking for treasures to either add to my personal collection or to find homes for, make a little profit so we can continue going back out looking for treasure. Today we've got a couple of things going out of here. We've got a Magnavox VHS DVD recorder going out of here. This one is a special one. You find the VHS DVD combo units fairly often, but when you find them and they can record to the DVD format, they're worth quite a bit more money. Now this particular one only sold for parts or repair. One side works, the other side does not. I believe the VHS side on this one doesn't work. You feed a tape into it and it just turns the whole machine off for some reason. Now normally when a regular VCR or a combo unit doesn't work, I take it right back to Goodwill and trade it in for store credit and buy something else because they don't sell too good. But these recorders, however, they sell for fair decent money. I think the customer is all in $57 on this one, including the shipping. And shipping on this one shouldn't cost me too much because it's just going south of me to California. Shouldn't be more than about $15, $16. So that's pretty good for something I probably only paid $10 for. I mean, we're not setting the world on fire with it, but we made a little profit. A little profit's better than no profit. Next thing going out, VHS tape. I always sell VHS tapes. There's not too many days that go by where I don't sell VHS tapes. And I don't have that many listed. I don't know, 40, 50 of them listed. No more than that, and I've probably got a couple hundred in back stock. But I get them so cheap, and they don't make a lot of money, $5 to $10. I think this one sold for the $10 range. And yeah, Dr. Demento 20th Anniversary Collection. So it's a tape that I have never run across before, and who knows if I'll ever see another one. And I know Dr. Demento has a huge following out there, not quite as big as it probably once was, but there's still a lot of people who enjoy stuff like this. And this kind of stuff is hard to find streaming anywhere, and you certainly can't find it on DVD. So when I run across stuff like this, it usually sells pretty good for me. Now today, it's a fairly busy day for me. I've already gotten up early, took 3 of my pups into the groomers, so I'm waiting on a call to go back and pick them up. And then later this afternoon, I have to go to the dentist for a regular scheduled cleaning and checkup. Somewhere in between all of those trips in and out of town, including going to UPS and USPS, we're gonna try to get into a thrift store and have a look around and see if we can find some treasure. So like and subscribe, come along for the ride, and let's see what the day brings. And just like that, we are in my local Goodwill store. That is a beautiful lamp. A little too big for me, and they want 20 bucks for it. As I was coming through the door, the scooter brigade saw me and waved me over, and she says, "Glass, go now." So I made a beeline to the back, and I have checked just about everywhere they put glass. I don't know what she saw, but she either didn't know what she was looking at or somebody else beat me to it. But I appreciate her telling me. Oh, there's a lamp rebuild kit for $3.49. You know what? I know what these things cost. So I'm going to grab that, keep it in the shop, because it seems like here lately I'm having to rebuild 2 or 3 lamps a month. There's a cool mug. But I am trying to not buy mugs, but every time I look, there's one that's too cool to pass up. For instance, that one. Is that Precious Moments or just made to look? Nope, it's Precious Moments, 2011. There's one of the standard mugs. One of these days I would love to find another one of these that didn't have the mermaid on it, just the crown. All right, folks, I'll bring you in when we find something. That is a set of whole brown drip glazed salt and pepper shakers. The corks go in the top, and they also shake out the top. I've had this set 3 or 4 times. They call it Oven Proof USA, but it's made by Hull, Hull. And the last couple of times I've had them, it took forever to find homes for them. So we're going to leave those there for somebody else. All right, folks, I'll bring you in when we find something. You never know what you're going to find in a thrift store. That's a gold pan. It's what we call a cleanup pan. It's a thin, flimsy one, though. It's not a real good one. I just wanted to show it to you. Let's see. There is some cast iron. That is a modern lodge. And that's a made in China one. Neither one of them are worth picking up. Let's see. I don't see any VHS players or DVD recorders or combo units. All right, let's slip down here. See if we can see anything. Bunch of yarn. I know there's good money in yarn. It's just, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent researching the yarn, and I never find the stuff that's worth it. And I'm telling you, I have spent hours and hours and hours. And quite honestly, the time to find the 1 in 1,000 skeins of yarn that are worth picking up, I just feel I'm more productive spending that time going through all the other stuff in here. All right, let's see. Check this end cap, and then we will go look elsewhere for stuff. Oh, there's a piece of Pyrex over here out of place. They want $8 for it, but goodness. Completely dishwasher rashed up. And I see something else down here. I see 2 more gold pans. That's some fake moss. Another thin, cheap one, and there's a classifier. You put this on top of a 5-gallon bucket, dump your dirt in it, and wash the gravel through it, and then get the big chunks out. Then you use this pan to sort through the rest. And golly. Well, there is a tumble up, missing its tumbler, of course, and no price tag. But we will go see if the glass that matches it is on the shelf somewhere. It's that pretty little bud vase. Let's see. We will start on this side and work our way around. You guys see it, yell out, let me know. That's a neat piece. Colonial green, avocado green, spring green, cracked green. Big old crack right across the bottom of it. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but one of these kids is not like the other. All chipped up. There it is. Put that back. Let's go around the corner here and see if we can find a tumbler to fit this tumble up. No. No. It's like a little glass planter. Nope. Crown Royal. That's a big no. Not a big fan of Canadian stuff. Whiskey, that is. Let's see. I have a feeling it would be a thin, straight-walled sort of like that whiskey tumbler, but it'll have some more of that decoration on it. Lots and lots of clear glass. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. I think we'll go ahead and put that on the shelf over here by the glasses and let somebody else look it up, look for it. I used to see tumble-ups all the time. As soon as I want one to go on my little bedside table that I found, I can't seem to find one that's got a glass with it. But one will show up eventually. Oh, I missed it earlier because of where it was sitting, but there's another one of them blown glass, handmade floral things for $4.49. It's very pretty. Man, that tail is like strumming on a guitar string. I think if you look at that wrong, it's gonna snap off of there. So we'll leave that right where it's at. Just went through office supplies and I found a microscope adapter. We're gonna look that up. And some flashcards, the Sylvan learning things for second grade. Sometimes these flashcards can be worth a lot of money. So I'm gonna look that stuff up. There's one more new cart waiting in the back to be brought out. So I'm gonna give them just a little bit more time. If they don't bring it out, we're gonna go on to the house. Well, folks, it's been a little bit of a hectic weekend for me. All the footage you saw at the Goodwill there was one of 2 days that I went in there. The first day, all I made it out of there with was the lamp rebuild kit. It's got the harp, the socket, and the new wires. I'm always working on lamps when I find them. So whenever I find parts like this, I like to go ahead and pick those up. We also added to our Fenton collection with this little bell. We know it's Fenton because, well, it's still got the Fenton sticker on the inside, if you can see it there. I don't normally pick up bells of any kind, except it's Fenton, and it was less than $5, so I couldn't help myself. The next day I went in, just real quickly. I was out in town with the missus, and she wanted to do a little shopping, which was right next door to my local Goodwill. So I stepped in there, and oh my goodness, was it crowded in there. I mean, super crowded. But we were able to find a couple of things. I just could not film anything. We found some printer ink, liquid gold, so to speak. This one is a really good one. We should get over $50 for this, and we paid $5 for it. We also found a little Mexican folk art pottery whistle, and then we found this little made in England dog, Harmony. What's the name of it? Harmony Kingdom, I believe, made in England, but it's a little bully, and that. It's got the little crown or whatever marking in there, and the little puppy's head comes off, and then there's a Winston Churchill face down in there. So that's pretty cool. It should bring us about 20 bucks. I'm pretty sure we paid less than $3 for it. I also finally found a rechargeable light that I can use for my live shows. I can mount this up underneath one of the shelves so I can see what I've got there. And I've really spent the weekend off and on doing chores around the house and doing a little bit of work out here in the shop, in the resale shop. And I was doing a little bit of an inventory, and come to find out, I did not have a copy of The Little Mermaid listed. I could swear I remember listing one last time I sold one. There's not one on the shelf, and there's not one in my eBay store. So we'll get this listed and get things back on track. Now then, tomorrow is Monday for me, and it's my biggest sourcing day and my biggest recording day for these videos for you guys. So hopefully it'll be a really good day tomorrow. We'll have decent weather, the roads won't be messed up, and I'll get you out to the bins and as many as 3 Goodwills. And hopefully each one of them will be good enough to be a standalone video, and we can get back ahead and I can do these things correctly. Right now, the one you're watching, I edited it the night before you're watching it, and it's best, they tell me, the algorithm gurus tell me, it's best to give the algorithm 24 to 48 hours to look at the video before you go live with it. But in order to stay on track and get you guys a video every day, we're going to go ahead and put this one out and just see how it performs. Yesterday's video did amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. In fact, I can't thank you enough for coming with me on all my little treasure hunting adventures. It means the world to me, and I hope to see you in a future one. So y'all come back now. You hear?